Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FSEconomy with me, Meherd37. Alright, so we have another flight. This is in, let's see. We're almost forgot. Flying in the Cessna 404 Titan. I love that plane. Flew a ton of FS passengers. Really like it. So I want to fly it again. I feel like I've been in a rut. Just an absolute rut. So I want to get this done. By the way, I just started a group. I'm going to put out another video on that. It's going to be flown for Meherd37. If you want to fly this for a group, select its name. And it's YT Flyers. And I'll be talking about, I'm going to do an episode after this. It'll probably be up before this. But I want to do that so hopefully we can buy our plane after this flight. And I'll do that in that other episode as well. Hopefully we can buy ourselves a little Cessna Skyhawk. Anyway, back to this. CAE U4 is in Vanderhoof, British Columbia, Canada. Alright, and go back over here to where it's going to. CYZY, Mackenzie, British Columbia, Canada. It's right there on that river. I have no idea what that river is, but that's where it is. And two drunk bush pilots. That's not who we're taking, but that's pretty cool. And that's actually going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that one is for 2, so it's actually like 8 people. I don't remember how many people this plane can hold, but that would be a possibility going back with them. That one, oh, it's because I was gonna say it's a lot cheaper. That's because it's frozen food. So heck, you could even take the 7s if you couldn't fit them all in and say screw that guy. Back to my flight. How many people can? I think it was 9. Yeah, there's 9. So we hold 9. Now, it says it uses 30 gallons an hour, and currently has 68. So it's got 2 hours worth of fuel, and this is, what, 80-some miles? 86? Something like that? 82 miles. So we're good on fuel, which is really nice. Heck, we could even be good on fuel if we decide to bring this thing back. We're running it at $540 an hour, and I think we're going to get dinged a little bit, on the distance, because I think it was going the other way. We're going up to the north, and well, this thing is from, I think, the south. I can't remember exactly where it is. It doesn't say where it's really from, but yeah, I think we're gonna get dinged. Go here to flight sim commander. Now here's Vanderhoof. The weather, you can see the closest one shows that it's actually coming from the northeast. So I chose runway 2, even though it's grass. Coming up here, we should be able, in fact, that's actually the longest runway, but I'm pretty sure the Titan is just fine on that. See, 5,200 feet. It's actually the longest runway there. So that's what I chose to do. Although we'll have to taxi on down there, but that's alright. Let's check out CYZY, Mackenzie. And we'll go right, check this out. Now, that does have the, basically coming from northwest. So we'll come straight up and land on runway 34. Now we can show this. 34 is 345 degrees. It's 5,000 feet long. The elevation is 2,264 feet. I have no idea what this river is. It is a river, right? Or is it just a weird lake? Maybe it is a lake. I don't know, because it doesn't come down here anymore. We're at the base of it, whatever it is. Maybe it is a lake, because maybe the river goes off here and up in the north, whatever. I don't know, but it's about 81, 82 miles, so it should be a pretty short flight. So we'll go ahead and move that down, and look how much the expiration, 95 days, 96, 97, 59, like, that's a long time. Usually it's like a week at the most. That's what I think I've ever seen, but there's like 90, that's over 3 months. Kind of crazy. Alright. But, alright, we'll go ahead and jump over into the plane. Alright, everybody, here's our plane at Vanderhoof. I guess I'm thinking we go over here, and I think our runway's over there. Alright, FSEconomy. Alright, got the 2 greens. We'll go ahead and start the flight. Can't check that thing, because it's weird. And we are, in fact, going. Full screen it. And we shall jump in. was kind of thinking also about the group. Since this is mine, can I like put my money in there to buy the plane? I'm kind of worried about that now. All of a sudden, I didn't think about that earlier. But if all the money is mine, can I? I don't know. All right. If so, I wish I had made my group earlier. I need to go ahead and put these up here. Alright, our master battery goes on. Let me zoom down here. So I'm having a little hard time seeing. Navigation light goes on. Left alternator. Turn on the mags. The fuel pump. The primer. That going. Move that all the way up. Oh, the one I wanted. Right there we go. Fuel pump off. Let's see. Right alternator. Mags, right fuel pump. Primer. Alright, get that going. We'll cut the fuel pump off of that. Stall heat, pitot heat, avionics bus are now all on. We don't need to worry about anti-ice or anything. So warm. I think even in Canada they might actually be warm. Alright, there's that button. Can't even remember what we could do with that. There we go. That. Alright, there we go. 81 miles. Let's see, I don't know if there's a tower or no, just the traffic. Select a runway for takeoff. We're taking off on 2. That's our taxi.
Uniform 4, traffic, Cessna, November, 90258, Zulu is taxi.
We're gonna go up to 7,500, by the way. Damn, scared the crap out of me. And I'll go ahead and set our runway heading. It is 024. Can't remember if that shows up here or not. There it goes. Oops, there we had it. 024. Let's flip on our taxi lights. Right there. Bring up our yoke. Alright, let's go ahead and taxi on over to it. We have to act. I don't know how to even get over there. I don't know if there's a taxiway over here or what. I'll have to about look. So I don't see anything over there. So we need to be down there. I think the only way to get there is to taxi on down on that runway. Alright, well, come on. We'll go over to the right so we're not on that runway for as long. Yeah, just no taxiways, so you gotta taxi on the runways. I don't think we've ever had this thing on a grass runway before. You should go to larger airports. She's a rugged plane. She should have no problem. She's not some little fragile airplane. She's rugged. We'll stop here before 25 to 7. We're going to put our landing lights to our strobe. I guess we don't have to announce that we're on it. Oops. Anti-collision. Landing lights are on. By the way, hit that in the GPS just so I don't forget. I don't know if you can hit CDI there or not. Yeah. Alright, so that's on GPS. Alright, come on down here to the right. We'll get on that other runway. And 15. It's a pretty wide grass runway, especially what we've been landing on. An air hauler 2, you're taking off and landing on. Flaps are coming out. Been landing on tiny little grass strips, man. The size of a friggin' pencil. The size of like where we got like a foot on each side of the wheel, it seems like some of them. Everything rattling, bouncing around. Now I guess we'll go down to the right to get a little more runway, but it is 5,200 feet long, so it should be plenty long. But I don't know how she'll respond to being on the grass. I'm not sure how FSX even models that, or if anything does. It takes longer to get off on asphalt or grass. I have no idea how they do that. So let's announce that we're going to go ahead and take off. We're going to say to the north.
Charlie, Alpha Uniform 4, traffic, Cessna, November 90258 Zulu, taking off, runway 2, north, departure.
Like, see, right now it feels like it's taken way more thrust to get her tech just to move. I don't know what's up with this ground right here. It's almost like water. I'm just afraid to touch it. And swing her around. Alright, let's go ahead and get on out of here. Not quite full power. They just had to put those trees there, didn't they? Those trees are in the runway. Bank left. Rotating. Gear coming up. Are those trees? I want to see something. Yeah. Those trees are in the runway. It's probably a good thing that we went down a little bit further. Those trees are in the daggone runway. Ridiculous. Alright, retracting the flaps. That was cray-cray. They have no trees in the runway? Go ahead and flip the autopilot on, head over to the nav. Ever go about 1,500 feet a minute, maybe? Time being. Climb. Yeah, say I love this plane, man. Love this plane. It's a workhorse. Flew in FS passengers for a really long time up in the northwest, Canada and the US. My desired track is 002. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of weather today. There are, I guess, some mountains, and it did say to go to, I think, what did FSX suggested, 7,000 or 7,000 feet, something like that. I'm gonna put this to the headway, or 345. That's heading of the runway where we're going to land. Another look down here. 77 miles. Estimating about 33 minutes. Bring this back up and then move. Well, I'll keep it up there. Move it down towards that. Right, just went past 6,000. Actually, at 6,000, we should probably bring it back a little more. I'm going to put it at 80. So we're almost at our cruising altitude. Just start putting the nose down a little more. So we don't go racing past it. Come on, 7,500. Gotta hit the altitude to hold 100 feet. And 7,500. Throttle it back a little bit. Get just this. Say we put it at 55. Racing up there towards 180, 176, 77, and only 71 miles to go, so we should be there in no time at all. So I'll speed it up for a second, be right back. Slowing it down, we're 28 miles out. There's the airport list. Well, there's only one. CYZY. Turn to the traffic, runway for landing, 34. Full stop landing. That's our position.
Yankee traffic, Cessna, November 92580 is 28 miles south, 7,500 inbound to land, runway 34.
Alright, you can see we've been cruising about 182 knots. I'm gonna go back on the... We're gonna go out to... I'm gonna switch this to heading. We're gonna go out to the right just a little bit. This is the first elevation we've actually run into. It's been like... no real mountains to speak of until now. But the elevation of our airport is 2,264 feet. So I say we go down to about 5,200 feet for now. Actually, it'll go down to 5,000, making it even 5,000. 24 miles out. You can see it's on the map right there. Be just to the right of it. As you can see, like I said, the heading of the runway is 345 degrees. Send a little bit quicker. 22 miles out. 5,000 will put us about 2,800 feet above. Then we make our approach in there. It's going to be right on the edge of the lake or river, whatever it is. I think that's the water right up there. Send a little bit quicker. Just 20 miles out now. Just move that range down. That's 10 right there. That's what we're used to. We're up on 6,200 feet. I think we won't have any real elevation to worry about now. Just to the right of this. 1,000 feet to go. I'm gonna pull back on the thrust. Heck, we'll probably be 15 or less miles out by the time we hit 5,000. Don't see the airport just yet. That's where it moves off to the right, just like it does on the map right there. So we'll be on up here. Be over here. Let nose up. And hold up 5,000. Goes up to 75. Still no sign of it. By the way, we didn't check the charts because being Canadian, it's not going to be in AirNav, and they're too small to be in a Navigraph. So I'm not sure exactly where you'd find the charts. I'm sure I could have probably found it if I looked and looked and looked. Is that maybe it right there? If it is, I want to get a little more to the right. It's looking more and more like it. Sure, 1.5 so I can make a little bit longer approach into it and get lined up. gonna take the altitude hole off and slowly descend. "10 miles out, announce our position."
Yankee, Zulu, Yankee, traffic, Cessna, November, 90258 Zulu is 10 miles south, 5,000, inbound to
Yeah,
land,
that's gonna be
runway
it.
34.
Pull back on the thrust a little bit more. Never even checked for procedures. Yeah, there isn't any. Like I said, 2,200 feet is the elevation. Heading a 345. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in full rich because I'm not gonna have. Afraid I won't have time to get everything set up. Just perfect. Turned too soon. Well, maybe not really. Looks like we're about 6 miles out. Probably a little high. The mountains on the sides. Some activity on the water. Right on the buzzer. 1 notch of flaps. She wants the gear. Come on, thing. Autopilot coming off. So we are coming in high. Yeah, I didn't want to descend too quick, but man, oh day, we ended up real high. That's why I wasn't coming down too quick.
Charlie, Yankee, Zulu, Yankee, traffic, Cessna, November, 90258 Zulu is on final, runway 34 to land.
Looks like there's a little town over to the right and beyond. Everything looks a little better now. We're at full flaps. I'm gonna let her keep on getting down a little bit. Sometimes I get a little nonchalant about the altitude, and we end up having to dive way down late. Above the treetops. Okay, we should be good now. Just those trees on the left. A little fast. Oh, yeah, a little fast. Floated her down. Hey, there's planes here. That's a change from a lot of the airports I've been at lately. There's been nothing going on. Nobody moving, no planes, no nothing. Except, the larger airports. Yeah, it's a little Cessna Grand Caravan or Caravan. Mackenzie, it's a nice little airport. I gotta say, it's kind of nice to know what it is here. Oh, we'll just park on the other side of her. Up just a little bit. See, I like our plane better than that Caravan. That's alright right there. Stop that. I should have turned off the anti-collision landing lights when we get off the runway. Dag on ya. Dag on ya. Taxi light can come off too now. Pitot heat and stall heat can come off. Turn off the avionics as well. Cut the fuel. Navigation light can come off. FSEconomy. There we go. It's kind of weird that happened. The mags and the batteries. Let's come over here. Turn the tanks off. For some reason, yeah, some of the avionics can stay on. I don't know what happens to some of the Coronado planes. Alright, let's go over to FSEconomy and get paid. Alright, let's check out our log here. The income for it was $5,684, and the airplane cost $540 an hour. We only used it for 37 minutes, paying $339.90. We paid $94.58 in fuel. $568.40 for the ground crew fee, $397.88 for the booking fee. Total fee is $1,060.86, and we paid just $26.43 for the distance. Not too much of a thing right there, and $4,256.81 for the flight. So let's go over to a bank and put this money in. Actually, and then we can switch our money over. $4,256.81. Deposit that. Now, I wonder how exactly we do this. How do I move? So I don't know if I want to put it all into cash, because then who do I pay it to? Maybe it's right here. Transfers are only on firm accounts. You have your staff rights to. Firm account, NY Herd 37. To account. Would it be YT Flyers? There we go, YT Flyers. It's kind of weird how that didn't come up there. Amount. So I'm going to put everything in. 137,591.22. Comment. Start it up. See if it worked. Please. Not enough money. What are you talking about? 137,591.22 from MU Herd 37 to YT Flyers. 137,591.22. Oh, maybe because it's in my bank. I need to switch it to cash. See, I don't even know how to do all this. Transfer all to cash. Now I think we can do it because it was in my bank. From MU Herd 37 to YT Flyers. Now, 137. There we go. 591.22. Now start it up. Please work. Even saves the comment. Transfer. Yes. Now we have transfer all that over into the bank. 137, 591.22. I might have to move it back to cash when I buy that plane. Yes, we have $137,591 and 22 cents. Please tell me that Cessna is still there. It'll be in the next episode that we do this. Oh, why did I do that? Cessna 172 Skyhawk. IFR AP GPS. They went 134. We got 137. Well, I'm logged MU Herd 37, so I don't really know how to do this. I mean, how do I freaking buy this thing? Exactly. Asterisk is privately owned. So how do we even... Oh, something just clicked up a thing right there. There she is. Go to aircraft for sale. I don't know how to do it. I have to look. Alright, well, I'll do that in the next episode anyway, but we've got all that money, so that's really good. Group, by the way. Don't forget YT Flyers if you want to join. Because I'm not sure when the next episode will be up. It'll probably be up before this episode, so this might be a little in the past now. Because I've still got about 8 or so before this. There's maybe 9 before this even gets posted. And I'll probably so I probably won't want to wait. I'll probably go ahead and post the next one before this, which is just the group and buying the plane and all that. But yeah, this is going to be it for this episode. I hope y'all did enjoy it. Catch you guys on the next flight.